My good friend went from a $2 million payout at 30 to sleeping on his parents' couch by 32. I'm Dan Brisse, two-time X Games gold medalist, and today we're managing over $480 million in real estate. I broke the full pattern down in a free guide, the 4 stages from peak income to broke. Links in the description if you want it. Now, for most high income earners and specifically professional athletes, which obviously was my profession as a snowboarder, what's happening is you have this explosion of income. And a lot of times what I experienced and saw firsthand with these athletes is everyone thought it was gonna last a lot longer than it did. And they thought the money that they were making was gonna go a lot further than it did. And those two misconceptions create a bad habit right out of the gate of, wow, I just signed this awesome contract. It's 3, 4, 5 years long. And look how much money hits my bank account like clockwork every month. And they start to spend it, right? They start to have a lot of fun. They start to party. They start to show their income levels. And what happens, you guys, is those habits start to stick. A lifestyle gets developed and it becomes very, very difficult to slow the spending now. It becomes very difficult to downsize your life, right? Once you buy a big home, you got to match the car to the home usually. Once you have a big home and a big car, you got to match the vacations, you got to match the furniture, and all of a sudden you're living this life that's very high because you simply made good money as an athlete, which likely is for a very short period of time. Here's the exact reason my friend lost it all and how you can avoid it. So for my buddy, as he got this contract going, he's snowboarding every day, right? Living the life, performing really well, kicking some butt on screen. I mean, one of the best, most talented athletes I've ever seen. And as he's riding and performing well, his contract pay is going up and up and up. I mean, literally in the snowboarders world, it's a pretty unique time, but what you really are doing is you're snowboarding every day and that is it. Like, you can go party, you can go work out, you can go wherever you want in the world. His income rose, he spent more, and pretty soon, no matter how much he was making, he was spending every year. So really his net worth wasn't increasing one bit. In fact, he probably was going in debt some. I don't have the exacts on that, but his spending equaled his income. And as long as the spending equals income, your net worth, it's stuck. So that's his story. I share it because it's powerful, right? Seeing my hero friends lose everything is exactly what saved me. There's something nobody tells you about peak income, you guys. The people who survive it, they aren't usually the smartest. They're the most disciplined. Discipline is a system you build before you need it. The people who survived their peak built a mindset first. Every athlete that loses everything is spending their money on liabilities. They're spending their money on things that go down in value, right? It's a lot like, think of yourself running on a wheel, like the rat race. Like Robert Kiyosaki coined this phrase. It's such a great analogy. You make money and you spend it, and you literally are running or spending it as fast as you are making it. And so if you're spending your money on things that go down in value, cars, vacations, partying, clothes, furniture, when you buy those things, 1 year later, they're worth less and less. The other major trap that most athletes get sucked into is, as soon as you sign a contract, your income starts to show up regularly. So every month, like clockwork, you get this payment, okay, of income to your bank statement. And you want to go buy a house. And the bank says, sounds great. Let me see your last 3 months of your bank statement, or maybe 6, but 3 months is enough. And you show them these large injections on your bank statements of this capital hitting on the first of every month like clockwork. And as soon as you have that consistency, the bank now sees you as a very attractive borrower. And so you go to the bank and say, hey, Mr. Banker, I've been getting paid X, Y, and Z for the last 90 days. What can I go and buy? And they say, wow, you look so great on paper. They don't ask if your contract's 30 years, but your mortgage will be 30 years. And they say, yep, you qualify for X millions of dollars. Go shopping. And these athletes go and they buy these massive homes. And their mortgage might be 15, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a month. And they show up and they're like, boom, come to my house. Let me show you where I live. Check out my car in the garage. Oh, by the way, the car is $7,500 a month. Let me show you all this. And they end up paying this extraordinary amount of capital to amortization. The bank's best way to get your capital where you don't really pay your principal off. You're just paying interest. So literally, you think you own a home, but really you're renting capital from the bank, and you shove all your capital into this monthly payment, the cars, the parties, and oh, 3, 5, 7 years, 10 years down the road, your contract ends. Well, you locked into a 30-year mortgage. Your car payment's probably, 5 to 7 years at least. Oh, but after year 5, like, I gotta go get a new car now. So now you got a new car payment with another 5 years. And when that contract ends, your mortgage payment is still due. Well, if you can't pay your mortgage payment, the bank comes in and they take control of the home because they required you to put 20% down. So now you've just spent the last 10 years paying off your home, which there wasn't much principal reduction, but you couldn't finish paying it off and you maybe couldn't sell it. Timing might have been bad. Maybe you got some equity out if you were lucky. And now the bank comes and takes your home, takes your car, and there you are standing 10 years later with almost nothing left to show for your incredible athletic career. You guys, I look back at my snowboarding career. I had such a gift. I had a mentor, someone who had a professional athletic career in front of me, and he went through his athletic career and he did okay with his money, but he wasn't super savvy. And the day I signed one of my contracts, he said, "Breezy, it's not gonna last nearly as long as you think, and the money won't go nearly as far as you think. Be wise. Be wise over the next decade. If you get a decade, be wise with the money you're making." Plain and simple. Their parents don't know what to do with the money. And if you don't know what to do with a dollar when you earn it, you don't know how to make it multiply, you don't know how to take care of it, you are at risk. You're at risk of actually losing all of it and potentially causing more financial pain because of the power of debt. And I'm talking about bad debt, not good debt. Bad debt is debt you pay for. Good debt is when you buy an apartment and your residents pay it off for you. It is most athletes do not know what to do with the money they're making. If there was one thing that I would love to put into the minds of athletes or high income earners right when they start to make income, is don't change your lifestyle. Don't go buy the big home. Don't go buy the big car. Don't go shopping on shopping sprees. Don't take vacations and bring your friends out to the bar. Take the first 5 years and live exactly like you are. Now, if you sign a deal like LeBron James or Michael Jordan or Tiger Woods, it's a little different story. But most athletes, and I'm in an incredible mastermind group called Pro Athlete Community, and I have come across so many athletes who have made 5, 6, 7, 800,000 a year, maybe even $1 million a year for a few years. And the reality is that's not as much money as most people think. And so the most important thing that I've found, that I've seen athletes or high income earners successfully transition to a life of freedom, because for my goal, you guys, it wasn't a big car or home, it was freedom. When my snowboarding career ends, how do I transition to something that I'm passionate about, that I love to do? And the way to do that is to invest your capital into cash flowing assets, to get your capital, ordinary earned income that you're making in your profession, transitioned over to passive income. And we do that through real estate. The sad reality, you guys, is my friend never understood how to manage money. And what I hear time and time again is a similar line. Something like, money ruined me. Or, yeah, if it wasn't for the money, I would have been just fine. And the reality is that money didn't ruin him. He just didn't know what to do with it. Because if you give someone $1 million that can handle it, that knows what to do with it, they're going to multiply it to 2 and 3 and 4, and they're going to create a beautiful life. You give someone $1 million that doesn't know what they're doing, and it could destroy them. Drug addiction, suicide, tattoos all over their face, sadness, depression, you name it. It's a catastrophe to see. There needs to be financial education in our schooling system, and there just is not. If you're at your own peak right now, realize it is such a gift. Slow things down. Don't go spread it to the world. Keep it quiet. Don't be big ego. Don't be big spender. Don't be the life of the party. You can do that later when you're actually wealthy. When you start making money for the first time and you start bringing income in for the first time, you're just getting going. Think of it as your seed money, right? I made 50 grand this month. That's my seed money. Don't go spend the 50 grand. Get that 50 grand to be growing, to produce streams of income. Now that money that's coming in off the 50 grand, I can go spend that, right? Get another $50,000 chunk and another $50,000 chunk and another $50,000 chunk and put them into cash flowing assets, cash flowing businesses, cash flowing real estate, something to create streams of income so that your money is working for you, so that your money is safely protected. Your money is hedged against inflation. Ideally, you get some sort of a tax savings, depreciation to legally pay less in tax. Now, your capital, your $50,000 streams, $100,000 streams, $200,000 streams, every month start to pay you. Every quarter start to pay you. And now that's the money you live off of. The money that your capital at work, your seed money, is producing. That's what you're going to live on. And that is what's going to create freedom for you. If you're thinking about investing with us, scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description to book a free call.